It is Mayor's Week here on the show, and we look to Mary Ann Mean Ward, Burlington's mayor, and we say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hello.
Great to be here.
Yeah, good to have you for another year. Are you looking around at Hamilton? I know Toronto's going through some budget stuff right now, and you're just like, whoo, put my feet up. I'm glad I got ours done.
Done and dusted, yeah. Actually, we try to get it done before the end of the calendar year because that allows us to get out and do early procurement, which means we get the first cut of contractors, best prices. So we really have tried, pushed it through this year. So we're early, and people will get a lot of value for their
What was the
dollars.
trickiest thing with your budget for 2024?
Just dealing with all the pressures, inflation, escalating cost of goods. So the city portion ended up at 4.9%. You have to add in region on top of that. It's about another point and a third. So at the end of the day, people are paying 6.7% roughly, 6.3, 6.7.
What's the feedback been on that?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. People, understandably.
Yeah.
I mean, affordability is top of mind for people, and how are they going to pay this? And their paychecks aren't going up by that magnitude, and we understand that, we feel that, but at the same time, to continue to deliver even the same level of services when costs are going up, you have to account for that, and we need to plan for the sustainability of the city for the future. So, but at the same time, we also increased our low income tax rebate. So if you qualify, and we increased the eligibility, we made it wide open. It used to be for seniors, now it's anybody, doubled the amount. So you can get a rebate equivalent to the increase that we just put through.
Strong merit powers. It was the first year for that too.
It was. So the budget was mine.
Yeah.
I had a lot of help. Let me just say that. But I had to present a budget. Council then has the opportunity to make changes. If I had wanted, I had the opportunity to veto. I didn't do that. And if I had vetoed, Council could have overridden that. But we didn't need to do any of that. We just did straight majority, up or down, and then had a budget. And at the end of the day, even though it was a new process and it was a bit challenging for people to understand, it was a much more collaborative process. It's our budget now. It's not the staff budget. It's mayor and council working together budget to present to the communities. So anyways, I've got some ideas for how to make it better for next year, and it's not going to be that high next year. So.
Not overstepping the powers that you have now, are you, Mayor?
No, I'm a very collaborative mayor, and so all of the powers that we got that I didn't ask for, but you have, and you have a legislated obligation, you do those, you exercise that in consultation with your colleagues. Okay. So it's really how you implement those powers, not whether you have them. You have them. That's the legislation. It's the law.
Yeah. Calling all artists, apply for the Burlington Arts and Culture Fund?
$75,000 on the table, not for one project, mind you, but we invest heavily in arts and culture in our community. So get an application in, all the criteria, eligibility is online. February 2nd is the deadline, and we want to hear we know we have a lot of talent here in this community, and we want to support it.
Back in 2019, so the city fell victim to an online fraud incident where over $500,000 was stolen.
It was a very sophisticated sting operation, I'll say, where somebody faked an email, used, really faked their identity and presented themselves as a contractor to the city, asked for change in banking details. And because it had unfolded over a period of weeks, there were no red flags. And so $500,000. Now, we just recently found out that through a court case that we did, we found out who was responsible. And I have to say that was because of the quick thinking of our staff. I think almost right away, as soon as the payment went out, they realized something's not right here. And so called the police, called the bank, acted immediately, and that allowed us to trace it, because with online fraud, it'll go from one bank account to the next, to the next, to the next. Good luck, and it's all fake IPs and addresses and all of that. So we got 85% of the money back, which is unheard of.
Yeah, 85.
But in the meantime, we did obviously a deep dive and investigation into what happened, put in major cybersecurity protocols, training for staff, including members of council. We have blocks on our email to identify spam. Sometimes my own family emails don't get through. You have to unblock them. But
you're doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Like, don't tell them. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we have done a lot of work, and really anymore, it's not a question of if you will be the target of a cyber attack. It's when. And be prepared.
you have a new official city bird.
We do, the trumpeter swan. Okay. Oh, we love that story because, you know, Burlington residents were part of bringing the swan back from extinction in Ontario. And, you know, they went out and they started tagging and identifying and making sure that the trumpeter swans had a home, and it's LaSalle Park, and they come in the winter. It's a spectacular place to go visit. So,
one thing to say about the trumpeter swan, do not feed them.
Well, if you're not part of, we have an official group that is authorized by the city to feed them because they tag them and they do research. But if you're not one of those folks, don't feed them. Don't go near them. Don't take pictures. Have a look, but do not harass the swans.
Yeah. Okay. We have to go with two quick things. So it's Winter Fun Day this Saturday.
Cogeco is sponsoring free skates, refreshments. I'll be there. I'll be lacing up 11 to 3 down at Discovery Pond.
There you go. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
Not your birthday. You have a special happy birthday.
I have a very special happy birthday. Gordon Shotlander, D-Day, Burlington veteran.
Here's your camera right
There's
here.
my camera.
There's
Sorry,
your camera
Gordon.
Right there.
Happy 99th
birthday.
Amazing. Juno Beach veteran, amazing guy, still going strong, written several books, goes on charity walks. I mean, he's my 99-year-old goals, man. So, Gordon.
Yeah, good work, Gordon.
Happy birthday.
We'll see you, we'll see you for your 100th next year, Gordon. And we know him on the show, too. Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
More Morning Live after this.